We got ICE raids happening all around Texas, California, New York, Jersey. They out here. Trump rounding people up. The immigrants, deportations. Let's get into this video. I'm Tiffany Rose. Thanks for joining the conversation. Economic collapse is going to be a real thing. The cost of living is out of control. The economy is doing bad. Job layoffs everywhere. Inflation, rent prices. People just trying to survive. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. Thanks for joining. We got ICE out here rounding people up by the hundreds, by the thousands. And we got reports from people on the ground that they are everywhere, separating kids. If you don't have no documents, you out of here. That's what they own right now. And people are really struggling, hiding, scared, don't know what to do next. Because you got to have them papers. Because they on a mission. Let's get into these videos and let's talk about it. I'll come back with my commentary. Economic collapse.
Really so sad because I come down here to the Plaza Fiesta like almost every day at lunchtime or when I'm in the area. This place usually is packed. You hear me? It's so sad. These people ain't even out here. It's always people. It's always packed. You can get a parking spot. I feel so, like, as much as they got on my nerves about voting for Trump, I do feel kind of bad for them because it has to be scary. But this shopping center is usually crowded, let me tell you. Because I love coming over here, in fact, for certain things. But yeah, there's nothing going on. Fiesta Plaza empty. This plaza is usually full. You can't even get a parking spot. I feel so.
Mom. 50-year-old Yolanda crying out to her children, "They're going to take me, they're going to take me," as agents arrested her outside her home in El Monte Monday.
I just feel alone. I feel lost.
Her 21-year-old daughter, Citlali, unable to walk, had to be carried out of the car to talk to us about her brother and mother.
She's just a great mom. I wouldn't ask for anyone else.
Her mom has been by her side ever since she was diagnosed with chondrosarcoma. It's a cancer of the cartilage of her leg bone. She was diagnosed about a year ago.
Without her, I don't know how I'm going to get treatments. I feel like I'm not going to be able to go through with them without her. I need her.
Her mom was her caretaker and her emotional support, and her brother Jonathan was the primary provider, paying for rent and food.
Turn around right now.
Citlali, a U.S. citizen, says agents told them Jonathan was the target of the arrest. He was convicted of a crime more than 12 years ago.
He already did his time for that. He went to rehab. He's changed. He's really changed.
She says she was too young to know what type of crime.
Where's the warrant?
The family demanded to see a warrant for Jonathan and her mother. They say agents never showed one, but you can hear an agent tell Jonathan why they were there.
For you and for her for being here.
You have to stay strong for her.
Meantime, Citlali is relying on her friends for support and for help.
I think it's gut-wrenching. I think it's heartbreaking.
Maria has been a family friend for 11 years.
These people are hardworking people, right? They take care of their family. Any hardship I've had, they've came through for me.
And now she says she will certainly be there for them, and Citlali needs the help. Chemo means she can't work, and her two remaining brothers are undocumented and fear being deported. The family is struggling just to pay rent this month and still dealing with the lasting image of their mother being taken away.
Felt like my life was falling apart.
We did get
Okay, what y'all talking about? You here illegally. Illegal is illegal. You can say you hardworking. You can say you doing what. Legal is illegal. You have to be here legally. And that's just plain and simple. I don't know what else to tell you. That is just the facts. You can be here legally. You can't sneak. Can't jump the line. Can't do whatever you want to do. That's the rules. And y'all came over here illegally, and y'all taking y'all kids through all this trauma. Because it's not the kids' fault when they get separated from their parents. It's the parents' fault. Because you came over here illegally. Just cut the cloth dry. Facts. Okay? So at the end of the day, y'all hiding. Y'all ain't coming out. Because y'all know what Trump on. He told you. I would have went home when I seen his name on the ballot as an option. I wouldn't have came if I didn't have my paperwork. We can't just get up and go sneak into another country as American. We have to do it the legal way, the correct way. A lot of Latinos voted for Trump. But the law is the law. You break the law, you go to jail. And I know some of y'all go thumb this video down if you don't like it, but it's true. It's a fact. Because they waiting for you to come outside. They waiting for you to go to the grocery store. And you stressed out every day. You just can't go about it the illegal way. You have to do it legally. And you would have been all right. It's legal citizens here from Mexico. They'll tell you. They don't have no stress on their mind. They ain't worried about nothing. They ain't crying. They ain't worried about their kids getting snatched up from the school. They did their paperwork. They came in the right way like they supposed to. They're documented. Biden just opened up the floodgates. So we don't know if we got people from the Taliban here, people that really hate America and that's go blow up a lot of stuff. We don't know who's here since Biden just opened up the floodgates and let everybody in. We have the craziest of the craziest here right now planning and plotting on their next move. So that's where we at with that. You got to come here with your right paperwork. Okay?
A statement for ICE a short time.
You guys, there is literally an ICE raid right now on my street. Like, for real. Like, I can't even believe that this is happening in my community. I live in an HOA community, and there are ICE trucks down my street. This is wild, you guys. Like, I'm sorry if I have a smile on my face, because it's like, what? Crazy. I never thought in my community that this would be happening. I mean, call me naive, but like, what? In an HOA community? I mean, there's doctors, my neighbors are like firefighters, doctors, nurses, lawyers. That is who lives in this community. So the fact that there's an ICE raid right now, just a few houses down, I went and picked up my son from school, and like, I saw this happening, and I was like, oh my God, I gotta go the other way. They have like the street shut off kind of, and like, my neighbor's cars are in the way. You cannot see, but holy shit, you guys, this is wild.
But I shouldn't have to live like this.
Carlos is emotionally beat, seeing immigration raids across the country. He never thought he'd be touched by this. Born in Hollywood of Colombian descent, he tells us twice in 2 weeks he says he's been approached by ICE agents and asked to show ID. The first time was in southern Georgia last week at a convenience store.
He turned me around, very aggressively and zip tied me and escorted me to the back of the store where he had other people sitting on a sidewalk waiting there.
He was allowed to leave. Then yesterday, he said it happened again, this time in Pembroke Pines.
There's absolutely no doubt in my mind that if I was fair-skinned, blue-eyed, and blonde, that wouldn't have happened to me. He would not, the officer yesterday would have just walked right by me.
If you're stopping randomly, then that means that you're basing it on what? Physical appearance, and that is discrimination.
Immigration attorney Morella Aguado has no connection to this incident. She said there has to be a reason to ask for ID.
If you ran a stoplight, if you're speeding, if your license plate is expired, there's a reason to ask for an ID and detain and interrogate that person. But just because you're at a convenience store buying something, it's based on your appearance, and that is discrimination.
Carlos said he ordered a copy of his birth certificate to carry with him. How does this make you feel?
Like an alien, not worthy. It's an empty feeling.
He's also afraid this could happen to his parents, who are also U.S. citizens.
This isn't the reason I joined the Marine Corps. This isn't the country I know. I still believe in the country, and I believe that people are genuinely good.
So at first, ICE was just going in schools and stuff, you know, taking people, no warrants, nothing, just doing what they want to do, basically. Like, now they have warrants and they're going in. And it's crazy because I just seen a post saying that 3 homeless shelters in New York City was just raided by ICE. But this time when they came in to get them, they had a warrant, so they couldn't deny them coming in. Just want to warn y'all, make sure y'all share this post, repost, whatever the case may be. But like as of like going forward, they are starting to obtain warrants to enter the premises. They don't have to just barge in. You don't have an argument that, oh, you don't have a warrant to come in here. You can't do that. They do now.
I'm already heartbroken myself, and I can't already imagine little kids whose families are breaking apart because of this.
Immigration raids are being carried out across the U.S. right now, and there's new video of arrests being made in multiple states. Yesterday, ICE officials say that nearly 1,000 people were taken into custody.
I'm talking to sources and advocacy organizations, attorneys here in the city, and they tell me that there is panic in this community because of the ICE enforcements that are happening. We are learning today some of the stories of the individuals who were picked up yesterday by immigration authorities. The first story that we're learning from is CNN affiliate WLS. This is in a northern suburb. A woman says that her father was picked up by ICE after ICE knocked on his door and then arrested him. This is a man who's 44 years old. He's a grandfather, and he arrived here from Mexico 30 years ago. Here's what his daughter said. Take a listen.
They won't open the door because they thought maybe one of us were in trouble or something happened to us. He never did anything that would have been nice.
Damn, man. I'm here working and shit, and I was told one of the guys who work in dialysis told me that the supermarket across the street, I think it's a Supremo, was raided by the ICE the other day, and they had a whole a van of people. Now, I won't be as naive to dismiss the argument of illegal immigration, things like that, right? But where I'm struggling with all this is the lack of empathy that someone can have. And let me give you an example of what I mean. So, notwithstanding immigration status apart, the mothers and the fathers that's at Supremo who were just taken at whatever time of the day it was, Imagine if they have kids that they leave work to go pick up from school, because I've been there, or something like that. They have kids they go pick up at a certain time. They got to do this now. These people was taken, and there's no notification to these schools, daycares, or whatever. And now this situation occurs with the kids. For some kids who get dropped off a certain place or who a bus stop is waiting for, whatever, right? Now, these are innocent kids, and it's the cascading effect. Now, that's one thing I thought about. The second thing is that I remember my first flight. My first time ever been on a plane, my first time.
Economic. Okay, I don't feel like listening to nothing else. He got to talk about listen, people, listen. You have to have your paper. Why do y'all want to say that it's okay if they breaking the rules? This is so sad. They could just break the law, and they were just trying to break the law. It doesn't work like that. You gotta have paper to be over here. Like, I don't understand what y'all get about it. It's illegal. If it was legal, the people wouldn't be out looking for you. You making it sound like it's some group that just goes out and say, we don't like Mexicans, take them back. No, the rule for the United States, you got to be documented. Okay? So nobody's trying to be mean to you or do anything to you. So stop playing victim and go and get your visa. No, I do not shed light on it being funny, or I don't think it's cool that their kids are suffering. It's your fault, grown up. You putting your kid in that situation. You know you came over here. You know you ain't got no paperwork. You want to pretend like you do, and you think you can do whatever you want to do. You cannot do whatever you want to do. I can't do whatever I want to do. I can't just go move into a house and say, this house got 10 rooms. It ain't mine, but I'ma live here. I'm just trying to work. It's called squatting. And if the police come, where I'm going? Chink, chink. Jail. Okay. So you cost this on yourself. You're making up these sob stories, and you got some delusional people that's agreeing. Oh, I'm so sad. F ICE. I'm sick of this. Man. Ain't nobody got time for that. Like I said, get your paperwork so you don't got to worry about nothing. And this is coming from the heart. This is with the love. This is talking with love. Stern love. Because I can't sugarcoat it for you. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment about the legals being here. Because the ones that's legal ain't got the problem. They at the house living, popping their popcorn, listening to fiestas, whatever they do on their fun time. But they don't have that kind of stress. Maybe they get profiled. And a lot of blacks then got profiled, so we know the profile game. If you're here legal, you get profiled. That's hard. Like I got, but you also should be like, what you talking about? I got my paper. What's good? When you are getting profiled, you should have it. And be happy that you have it. Not be in some stress because they got you. It's almost like you should be like, you can't get me. Look, I did what I had to do. So don't take it like that. It's perception. No, I don't agree they should be profiling. Us black people don't like we get profiled. You say we did something and we not even like that at all. You look like the guy that robbed I have never touched a gun. What are you talking about? Because I got black skin? This pretty brown black skin. I just look like I did it because I got dreads? Are you kidding me? Yeah, we go through that a lot, the profiling. So we know that's hard. But to say that y'all got sympathy for people breaking the law is crazy. Have sympathy for them kids, man. The ones that don't make the decision, that didn't make this decision that they're gonna come and cross the border illegally. Mama and Papi made those decisions, and you are affecting your children. Don't try to turn around and make it like somebody doing something to y'all. Because they not. That rule is not a U.S. rule. That's every country rule. You have to have citizenship. So you thought you was getting away with something, and it's coming to the end. Because Trump is basically like, and he's gonna get you. But I'm Tiffany Rose. Thanks for watching. Join the conversation. If you're new, subscribe. Like the video, thumbs up so other people can see it. If I was you, I'd hide and go back home. So I don't go to jail or whatever. But, and then you're an adult too. If you know your kid's at school and you just got rounded up, you tell the police officer, my 7-year-old or 10-year-old is still at school. They go to this school. Can you go get them so they can be with me? That's all you have to do. You got to be a fool if you know that your child is in school and you don't tell the ICE agent, hey, go get my child. And then you know school let out at 3 o'clock. So let's not make excuses for stupidness. So if you go have a child sitting there with no parent, it's going to be your fault, because while you're in custody, you can say, hey, police, my baby's at school. They get out at 3 and I'm the only one they got. Can you go get them? That's all you have to say. So them excuses got to go. But anyway, I'm out. Thanks for watching. See you guys later. Economic collapse is going to be a real thing. The cost of living is out of control. The economy is doing bad. Job layoffs everywhere. Inflation.